Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Sheena Herona. My topic is about why use field studies. So, number one, it provides experiential learning. Field studies offer an opportunity to witness objects and events not accessible at school. Direct contact and observation encourage more concrete learning experience than merely showing videos or images. One example of experiential learning is going to the zoo and learning through observation and interaction with the zoo environment, as opposed to reading about animals from a book. Thus, one makes discoveries and experiments with knowledge firsthand instead of hearing or reading about others' experience. Number two, it targets specific skills and knowledge. Being able to experience things provides learners an opportunity to practice skills and appreciate values that cannot surface elsewhere. Through the experiences of the learners, it will help them to get the opportunity to practice their skills and further develop their knowledge, and they will appreciate important events even more. Number 3, it strengthens schema. The experiences in the field stimulate higher understanding and appreciation of previously learned concepts by means of validation. Based on their experiences, they are given more new knowledge and they get a new idea of what the relationships among them are. Retrieving already learned facts is helpful because information-related learning enables them to be able to think with higher understanding that they can use to obtain or learn new information. Number 4, it motivates values development. Exposure to a phenomenon stimulates appreciation and concern for the visited event or place. Exposing the events will help to give more appreciation and concern to the past events. In those events, we will develop even more to appreciate the events we had visited.
So, what is challenges in field studies? In these challenges, they have 5 parts. It is curriculum alignment, lack of understanding field studies, costly, preparation time, and also safety. These field challenges, it is always an encounter between the teacher and the student. It is the one of the toughest they face inside the school but also outside. The challenge in field studies. Curriculum alignment. The term alignment is widely used by educators in a variety of contexts, most commonly in reference to reforms that are intended to bring greater coherence or efficiency to curriculum, program, initiative, or education system. Curriculum alignment is important because it shows a strong correlation to student achievement. It also helps to modify courses and programs to better target to student post secondary success and make better use of school resources. Second is lack of understanding of field studies. Before we go to school to teach our student, one of the most important things we should do is to ensure that we have a prior knowledge about the field studies. How can we educate our future student if we don't have a prior knowledge in our field? So that we need to prepare well to teach them properly and for them to learn what we want to teach them. So third in the challenges in the field study is costly. Nowadays, financial problems is the most stressing problem we have, especially in education. So that they can teach virtually with beautiful visual aids, because of lack of financial, so that they tend to use other way to teach like actual sites. Then next is preparation time. Preparation time, it is important so that we can prepare what we need in teaching, and we can teach them well because we have a time to prepare. Even in discussion, we need enough time to discuss our topic to explain well. And the last is safety. Safety is the one of the most important that teacher must adapt. The term alignment is widely used by educators in a variety of contexts, most commonly in reference to reforms that are intended to bring greater coherence or efficiency to a curriculum program in initiative or education system. So that's all the 5 parts of challenges in field studies. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Honey Jean Hibaga. I am here in front of you discussing the what to keep in mind when planning and in doing field studies. The first thing to keep in mind is the awareness. It is a starter kit. Teacher basically have to condition the learners before the actual visit. Teacher needs to point out the purpose, the do's and don'ts during the visit. For example, if you are a teacher, before you came into the class, you should be always ready so that you can give a lot of information to your students. The second thing to keep in mind is the engage. Engage. The most significant factors that teacher needs to highlight is students involved. Teacher will show that to their students that all of them is involved to the class. Teacher will also allow the student to expose in the class. The third to keep in mind is the metacognitive learning. Excitement should not stop on the site visit itself. Never let a good learning opportunities pass away without ensure learning. Through the knowledge and skill that we learn from our experience, we can get a new learning from the experience. The fourth thing to keep in mind is build upon. Curiosity, effective and motivational learning to start up the curiosity among the learners. Teacher must conduct prior research. The fifth thing to keep in mind is illustrate. Never fail to integrate ideas in real life. The integration could happen during the one-site visit or inside the classroom. The last thing to keep in mind is the assess. It is rewards to ensure that the learners have gained the desired competencies and studies. This part of educated process from this teacher will ensure that their learners will gain more knowledge through activities that given by the teacher.